Good day everyone. I'm here with Benedic Garcia to present to you our project, the Random Group Generator. Our objective, the features of the program, and last is the execution of the program. About our project, grouping is the arrangement of or formation of people or things in group or groups. It might be randomized or by peers or by some sort of taste. Groupings is needed to finish a certain task in a span of minutes or hours. Groupings basically reduce the time consumption of workloads. It also improves the quality and quantity of output. Here is a quote from Helen Keller. Alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Meaning that grouping has a positive effect on the output. Here are the two problems that exist when grouping is done. First is that it is time consuming. Grouping consumes 1 to 5 minutes, which is, for me, is a lot. Next is that they don't have randomness. The one who knows more will likely to want a group same as him or her, which is unfair in the first place. These problems will be solved with our program. Our objective are number 1, creating a program that groups data or students. Next is the application of randomness to the grouping of data. Last is that making the UI easy to understand for the user. The features of our program are simple UI. The program has user interface that is not intimidating to user because it has a very simple layout. Next is security. The program has a login window to add some security feature to the program. Last is the endless limit. The program can group data as many as you can input into the text file. Our timeline. We start building our program by understanding the logic of randomness. In the first week, we tried some finished program to find what kind of random algorithm they use. In the second week, we try to create our own algorithm. And in the third week, we create the graphical user interface of our program. In the last week is that we test our program and we come up with the final version. Next is the actual program, which will be presented by Benedic Garcia.
Good day everyone, I am Benedic Garcia and I am here to discuss the actual program of this random group generator. So first we will open the NetBeans. I will exit this first and we will open the NetBeans there. And my project name is Project Design CVP 104. And first, we added the Get Started feature in our program for us to know where to start, like this. And then after that, when we click this button, Get Started button, it will proceed to the login button. And this login interface is generated or is getting the data from only txt file. So after validating the data in this login form, and it will go to the main program, which is the random group UI. And first I will show you the code first pala. And this we encode or we make our own algorithm in this, and it will redirect to the login form, which is this. The code for the login, the source code for login is I will only get the text file from this, from ctxt. I will only get the text file, and the text file I will show you the content of the text file, which is logins there, logins. And the contents of the logins are this: admin, the username is admin, the password is 123. We can add more, but we will only use this. And after that, in random group UI, we will discuss the source code. So how do this random group UI works? So first, um, we declare this variables, and then we have a, where's this, make groups method, which you can you can group, you can call the the names of the data, I mean the data in the text file, and this make groups method will group and will output the output through txt file also. So let's see how it works. So I ran earlier this get started button, and then you see the pamantasan ng kabuyaw random group generator, and I will click this there. It proceeds to the login form, and as you can see, the text file is admin and 1234. So we will first admin 1 2 3 4 5, and we will show password. If it's not, it will not log in on the random group UI. But if it is correct, it will say password match, and it will go to this form. And this is the random group generator main form. So I will discuss first the text field that are present in the graphical user interface. So this is a text area where we will display the text input or the text file input from this. So for example, this file import is, we will get the file name, we will type the file name in here, and it will get the file from the specific location. And this members per group, you will enter the members per group. If it's not number or it's not an integer, it will pop up an error that says it will you have to put, or you have to put the number or integer. This group prefix means that it is the file name of the exported or the output file. And it will also occurs error if there is an existing file to avoid overwrite. And this group name is the group name of each groups. So let's test this. So I have this data in here called student name test. I will open that. So as you can see, I have five datas. This is the last name, the first name, the middle initial, and the student number. So I will get the student names test through that program. Then I will type student names test. And as you can see, we only have five five students or five datas in this text field, text file. So we will group this into two, and I will export this as testing or testing export, and then the group name of the testing export, I say PNC. And if I click the generate button, it will say success file created. And the file input natin is file names.txt, and the file created is text testing export.txt. And here is the list, the five members of the list. So for validation, we will go to the main program, and we will see if the testing export is created. And this is the testing export, and we will open it. So as you can see, the file name is testing export, and the groups are PNC1, PNC2, PNC3, and it is shuffled. As you can see, The first name is Dominguez, Wheeler, Espinosa, Nixon, Murillo. And if is and the testing export is group 1 or the PNC1 is Espinosa, Dominguez, and PNC2 Nixon, Murillo, and the PSN3 Wheeler. So that is how the program works. So what if I will exit first this? What if we have 50 data in the text file? So we will run this again. We will run this again, this file, and I will then admin 1234 show password, login, password match, and we will go here. So I have this file called student names, and this student names consist of 50 datas, and I will import this student names to that program and export this with the specific members per group. So how it will work. So first, the file name that we are going to get is student names and the members per group. So we will test it is 50 data. So I will say 12. Uh, the output file must have four four groups with 12 members, and the fifth group must have two members because 4 times 12 is 48, and then additional two members. And then the group prefix I will say 3CPEA, and the group name must be, I will say the group name is PNC, also PNC, capital PNC. And if I click the generate button, it will say file created, success. And as you can see in this text area, it says file input, the student names .txt that we get from here, the 50 items, and it displays in our text field which says 50 data. And the file created is 3cpa.txt. So we will go to that specific file folder and we will see if the file is created. So as you can see, this is the 3cpa. So I will double click that. So as you can see, the file name is 3CPA. This is the group prefix, and the group names is PNC. So as you can see, it is incremented PNC1, PNC2, PNC3, PNC4, PNC5. And I said earlier that it is grouped into 12 members per group. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it is 12 members per group. Like this is also PNC2, PNC3, all the way from PNC4. And PNC5 consists only of two members because our data is only 50 data. So if I group them into 12, and there is the fifth group is consists of two members per group. So that's how our program works. So thank you very much for watching. That is all our project. That is all our project. So thank you very much. Again, I am Jose Benedic Garcia signing off. Thank you.